this column here, I see 2 picks that left me dumbfounded. Well, I'm going to like kind of everything else.
Can I start?
The
Falcons drafting
Michael
Penix
Jr.
number 8 overall.
What are your guys' opinion on Michael Penix?
I don't like Michael Penix. Sorry, go ahead. I'm going to say my rant.
I think he's a good player. I don't think the Falcons should have drafted him without telling Kirk Cousins.
Dude.
You see Kirk Cousins' reactions. He wasn't told until
when they were on the clock.
He's a player.
When they were on
He's
the
a
clock.
Player. I know he's their quarterback they just signed.
He's supposed to be their quarterback for the next couple of years.
But they're supposed to be the heart and soul of that Falcons team is Kirk Cousins after they signed him. And
they kind of did him dirty.
They did him dirty, exactly.
Yeah, they did him dirty.
So pretty much he's going to opt out after his 2 years from the Falcons and not use that 4-year contract.
I say so, yeah, because he doesn't want to be there to coach Michael Penix Jr.
Exactly.
But Kirk's a good guy. He was definitely going to coach Michael Penix. Are you crazy?
Well, I think he will, but he doesn't want to.
No.
He'd rather... Why would he want to compete with his starting spot?
He's not going to be competing, but Michael Penix is 24. They want to plan for the future. I mean, after Kirk, he just had an Achilles tear, so, that's what Aaron Rodgers is like. It's a question if he's even going to be good. If he's bad, they have a good backup. That way they don't have to have Desmond Ridder, because you know what Desmond Ridder can do. You all know it, yeah.
He's scary out there.
So here's my thoughts on this whole, because I've done a lot of thinking. I had a lot of time to think about this pick. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me because, like was mentioned, you signed Kirk Cousins into the offseason to this big 4-year, $180 million contract. And, the thought was that this was their moment to go all in. The NFC South it's not exactly the strongest division in the NFL.
Dire.
So the thought was, you're going all in, you're going to draft maybe a receiver. The defense needs a lot of help, especially on the D line. So maybe you go that route. Really a lot of options for you. Instead, you take arguably as far as age goes, most NFL ready quarterback. Maybe not the best talent or best skill, but 24 years old, and you draft him with the number 8 overall pick when you could have easily probably traded down.
They could have gotten some
or you pick
exactly.
Roma Dunze.
Exactly. You get a Roma Dunze, you get a weapon for Kirk Cousins. That was the thought. Instead, you draft Michael Penix Jr., who isn't going to play for 2 years. He's going to be 26, 27 at the very least when he actually gets a chance to start. And that's if you decide to move on from Kirk Cousins. Now, a lot could happen. Kirk Cousins could get injured. This could change the whole scope of everything. But at the moment, I just don't understand why, as that front office, you don't add a weapon like Odunze, like a receiver, get help on the defense. I mean, Dallas Turner was there.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of guys.
There were some.
It just doesn't make sense to me why you would take
Brock
that.
Bowers. I mean,
exactly.
Well, they have.
He was supposed to be that.
You have Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Imagine this offense with Kirk Cousins. You had Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Roma Dunze, and Kyle Pitts.
I mean, I understand if it's like a 1 or 2 year contract for Cousins and you're bringing this young guy in to sit behind Cousins, but the fact that it's a 4-year deal, opt out after 2 years, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Personally, I don't like that pick at all.
No.
I think Michael Penix Jr. is that second-round talent. I mean, arguing you could put J.J. McCarthy there as well, but that was way too early to take Michael Penix. Even while J.J. McCarthy was still on the board too. And while you had Bo Nix and J.J. McCarthy sitting there, and they took Michael Penix Jr.
I understand the thought of taking what they thought is the most. I mean, J.J. McCarthy going to need a little bit of adjustment to the NFL.
Right.
Bo Nix, there's a lot of question marks around him. So they took the best quarterback on the board.
Who is also very injury prone.
Right.
If you saw those stats, he got injured every year from 2019 to 2022. Every year he had something.
But if you do look at Michael Penix's stat line, he is the most what's the word I'm looking for? He's the best.
He has the best stats.
Yeah, he has the best stats by any of the quarterbacks that were taken before him or after him.
He has a great receiver on him, though.
Yeah. That Roma Dunze is definitely
try.
All right, and then